Chris Kyle style. Fair deal. We got a 1.6 Pompadours relatively in this area right there. And the New Liberty Party, everybody's going to have their own guns. It's fine. M60s, AK-47s, M16s, Macmillans, HK7s, whatever they like. Submachine guns, everything. But why would a police officer be upset if Jesus told them to take away their gun? So Jesus is the one that's telling you to take away the gun. We know the citizens are, you know, they gotta have them. But we're gonna give you this Casio. It's a Casio. And it's got a little timer on it, a little charger. You can shoot through windows without breaking them. Got a little laser on it. It was created by USSF. Casio did some design on it. And why would you hate that? It'll work. So when that laser hits them, they go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They don't die though. They just go to sleep. And then they wake up in the hospital a little bit later. You can't shoot them while they're rolling. But you can while they're in their car if there's some kind of threat or something. But it's not going to be a bullet. It's going to be a ray gun. It's like a Star Trek. Are you okay with that? I'm like, sure, I'll stay on the force, officer. I mean, sergeant or lieutenant or general or whatever you are. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Okay, you're good to go. The other guy's like, I ain't leaving my Glock behind. Then you're going to be a citizen. Goodbye. I'm going to sell alarm equipment. You know what I mean? They can't argue out of that one. There's too many gun deaths. I just saw one the other day. They shot the guy with the fixed blade. I mean, come on. They could have stun gunned him. Now they won't have a choice in the matter. There'll be less protesting and less people rioting. There'll be less LA riots. What it means, officers, you'll be given basically a stun gun, like a ray gun, that will knock them unconscious And we're getting rid of all lethal weaponry. And there will be no more lethal force. So they'll wake up in a hospital. Ambulance will be like one of your sidekicks. Sounds good to me. Saying you don't go away for accidental. We got insurance that covers you and everything. Say you're at a grocery store, someone breaks out in a fight, zap and boom. Psh. It's just a stun gun. No prongs to remove from the deaf guy's ear. Poor deaf guy got shot with a prong. You don't have to remove it from his back anymore. How many times have they done? Too many times. Let's go pick up our Papa Do's and drop it off your doorstep. It'll be the last one for the night. Thanks for turning in New Liberty Party. Y'all have a good night. She goes, have a good night. And I said, what about just a good day? I said, I like good evening, because it reminds me of Eve from the Garden of Eden. Then I said, you know what? You need to read a book called Night by Elie Wiesel. She said, what's it about? The Holocaust. Have a good night. If it went like straight up, there's a way they can program it to do that. And they get that much. Zilch. I'm a big Kirsten Dunst fan, mostly because of the way she looks, but also she's a good actress. She's in Civil War, Alex Garland's 2024 dystopian story about Texas and California joining forces and basically overthrowing the government. It's probably coming out of Crazy Tuesday, which is January 6th kind of stuff, but yet they're all kind of in... I gotta watch it over and over again. It's meant to be watched over and over again. It's brilliant. Alex Garland's brilliant. He's one of my favorite directors right now. But great music and stuff. The thing is that you can't tell what side is which, really. You can kind of tell by their behavior. But Jesse Plemons plays a character that you don't know what side he's on, really, but he asks him, shoots this one guy just because he's Chinese. He shoots him with an assault rifle. And they said, well, we're Americans. He's like, okay, well, what kind of Americans? And so he's trying to, like, value their life based upon their responses. It's really crazy. And it's, like, hypnotic. And they use this band called Suicide, which the boss used to listen to. The guy, you know, that dude. Is called The Boss. Bruce Springsteen used to listen to him, yeah. They have all this really cool soundtrack. Yeah, so it's Ben Brook. Ben Brook to the left. We're going basically Crowley. So Elliott Smith, probably my favorite musician, was from the Seattle area. He's originally from Duncanville, Texas. When he was a kid, that's where he learned piano and things. Then he learned the guitar very well in Seattle, and I believe maybe he was in Olympia for a while. And I'll have to double check on the Seattle stuff. But he was from Washington, and I believe maybe Olympia, but it might have been Seattle. But anyway, he did go to the East Coast and probably played Harvard areas and stuff like that, but he also lived in Brooklyn. King's Crossing is about the Brooklyn Bridge.
Killing time won't stop this crime. Killing time won't stop this crime. Killing time won't stop this crime. Baby's on fire. Better throw her in the water. Look at her laughing like a heifer to the
All right, so it does do one thing, though. It does ask you to vote, yay or nay, on, you know, if they had a dog slobbering all over you or something. Then it also sometimes will ask you if you want to switch. Then you have leeway, sometimes. And then that will let you throttle out, hit the kill switch, and pause. It used to be you could, on the way there, you had the privilege to hit the kill switch before you got there. And I don't know if that's for Diamond or not, but you used to could do that. You could hit a kill switch before you arrived. So that makes a big, big difference in this business, is on the way there, you can hit pause after next delivery. It doesn't do that anymore. I don't know if it gives you the option later. Be cool if they had like little health bars. These are okay, but protein bars are way better. Well, the guy over there, I was giving him a thumbs up, and this is a nice 7-Eleven. Look at this. The Virgin Mary herself could eat off the floor, according to Hartman. And I want to stick my tube stick in your sister. And it's a Full Metal Jacket. Those are crazy bullets, yeah. Private Joker, why aren't you bashing Pyle's head in right now? Dude, he's really nice. Now, let me tell you something, Mr. Gomer. Let me tell you something. Stuff happened in Vietnam a couple times, probably. At least once, maybe. We don't know. They probably did. Tough movie to watch. Kubrick's finest war film and my #1 war film.
Would you like a receipt?
Yeah, this one's rocking, really rocking. You go shopping right here. All kinds of stuff, man. That is awesome. Far they get the rewarded #1 7-Eleven in Fort Worth, right over here by Trinity Valley. If you went to Trinity Valley High School, I used to teach there. I was a theater arts teacher there. This best 7-Eleven, Fort Worth. Come out here, right over there. They got the new Slurpee. They're still advertising the new. It's been here forever, at least a couple of years. But they're advertising new stuff. We got the little snow cone out there. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Slurpee. All right, nice little screen. I should go down a little bit. Okay. And I updated the price because I'm using an upside card. You got to do all this stuff now. The upside card. There we go. Good to go. see where the other guy went. Alright. They're probably like way up there. Look at that bicyclist. Check it out. They're probably like... Oh, wow. Yeah, they might have changed insurance and just took off. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't talk a lot about Charlie, as in Charlie Baker, who worked with Terrence Malick, the Breaking Bad cast, Bryan Cranston, all of them. He probably even met Odenkirk, maybe. But he's also done a bunch of other crap. He's worked for fucking Lucas's team, Star Wars, on the... he's up for an Emmy, maybe. But anyway... As for television, he's on The Pit. Plays a displaced guy on The Pit. We did Waiting for Godot. Brian Beck was still alive. I played Lucky. He played Didi or Go-Go. Sorry, I was just focusing on Lucky. I didn't care about Didi or Go-Go. I listened to Pozzo, and that was it. That was Robert Vasquez playing Pozzo. I played Lucky once again. Then Charlie Baker played Didi or Go-Go. Brian Beck played the other Didi or Go-Go. That's where the old handkerchief got yanked off Brian's neck, and I shouldn't have done that because I was being method. Anyway, he went to Hollywood. I went to Hollywood. I went a little bit before him. Then I went to New York, East Coast, to study at their studio, and he fucking worked with Terrence Malick in Hollywood. He was in Night of Cups, I think. Played the carpenter. He was also in Wild with Reese Witherspoon. He played the wandering guy that's real creepy, talks to her on the trail, real skinny. I think he'd make a great David Bowie if they ever did a David Bowie pick. But I don't talk about him a whole lot. We just worked together on stage. We didn't know he was going to run off to Hollywood. We didn't ask. A few hip pocket theater actors have ran off, but they would go off to do research. Like Johnny would go to California to hang out with R. Crumb and to ask if he could borrow R. Crumb comics so that he could write a play about R. Crumb, because Charlie he played R. Crumb in R. Crumb 3. I played Funt, one of the cartoon characters that he drew. And this is a time when R. Crumb documentary was coming out. Our Crumb documentary was already coming out. It was around that time. Later they'd do On the Road, and I'd already be in California, living in Long Beach. It's a big jump, Charlie would tell you. It's a big state of mind jump about money, where you're going to live, how you're going to function, how you're going to get from your place to Hollywood for the audition. They got Uber now. They didn't have Uber back when I went. I went in 2001. It was just turning 2001. Like it was December 2000, going right into 2001. I was there until pretty much May. December, January, February, March, April, May. No, it was longer than that. No, June, July, August. I was there till September, that's right. I was there till August. So I got there December, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 9 months. Then I show up in freaking Brooklyn. I show up in New York with just a tote bag to my name. The car was finished. My sister had let me have the Camaro that she was leasing, and I kept that under a hotel right there in Long Beach. When I left, showed up in New York with a tote bag, and I began my training as an actor with the Actor Studio people. Bradley was on his way to Hollywood doing Wet Hot Summer, and I was finishing up my first year at the Actor Studio. And then I was walking up and down Broadway, saw a couple of my friends from theater, friends that I went with in Wesleyan. They just show up on the sidewalk. They'd be walking by me. What the hell are you doing here? We're in a city of 8 million people, and we run into one another. Guy who went to acting class in Texas, he was there. A lady I trained at Trinity Valley, she was there going to NYU. Tish. There she is, walking down the side. What are you doing? You pass all these people, and you run into people. Theater people, they're all there. The acting troupe, it's the mecca of actors. And so finally I realized, oh my God, I'm writing a book. I'm writing a novel about a wolf. Well, it's really about a reporter called Trapped in 3. Originally it was called Trapped. Why am I writing this novel on my off time? And I'm like, what am I doing? I should be studying with these guys, memorizing lines, and I have no desire to do a play here. I just want to write the story down. So I do. I start writing it, and then the next thing you know, September 11th happens. I wrote some plays there too. One about a guy eating bread in front of a cross, and I turned that one into a contest. I was trying to get my friends to help me out. Another one called the Almost Falling Treehouse. There was a never-ending defect. I wrote about that apartment complex right over there, but I wrote one called the Almost Fallen Treehouse. Wrote that in Brooklyn. And I was hanging out with all the playwrights, asking questions about writing. Other people were doing emotional memory exercises, and acting is like gym. It's like being a dancer. I took dance class. I took the acting classes. I did all that stuff. And I was talking to the playwrights. I'm like, guys, this is I'm an acting emphasis, but I'm interested in what you're doing. I'm interested in your play. Well, how do you write in that? And I was wanting to figure out how to write. So then when I finally left, or they suspended me for pouring white paint in a washing machine because I was playing Oswald and trying to get method, because I didn't understand what the method really was. So I thought, well, this will make me feel. And they're like, we don't do it that way. And then you get some help and come back later. So I left, and then for 20 years I've done nothing but write. I've gone through several novels, attempting novels and everything. So I was there with the same mindset and had to write this shit down. I don't know if all actors are that way, but I've heard from studying Stanislavski that if you're not acting, if you're not on stage, then you better be busy writing, you better be busy taking care of the body, and you better be busy doing vocal exercises and acting prepares. They say that in those books. You better write. Jack Nicholson says, he's like, the only reason I got to Hollywood, the only reason they know me is because I was a good writer. So he wrote The Trip, he wrote these other stories, and so you can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem in the situation is there are only actors. In some cases, there are guys that are only actors that barely even write a check. They're only actors, and they know everything. And they'll be at the audition, and they'll get the audition. You're waiting. You're thinking about your chapter that you're writing, and then you're worrying about this stupid writer that's writing the stuff to sell Star Wars products. So you got to deal with all that. Robert Shaw did. He was a novelist too. But sometimes they're pretty good. So you figure it out and you move forward. Thing I want to say about writing, now we go to the screenplay. You have to put it down the way that you're going to understand it. Don't worry about if the industry doesn't want to hear about a close-up. If you feel it's a close-up, then you need to write down a close-up. Yeah, they want a Tennessee Williams play. Yes, they want a Stephen King novel rather than a screenplay. But if you're going to do an original screenplay, then write it how you see it and how you hear it. And don't worry about first person. Don't worry about third person. Don't worry about what it's going to sound like. They'll figure your style out. Listen, man, I've got a reference book that shows all different ways to how you say exterior or exterior/interior. And then it says house and then -day, -thunderstorm. You'll be okay. If you can understand it and point at the page, then they'll make you the fucking director, and then they'll give you double. Just like Quentin Tarantino, who is an actor, okay? Quentin started off as a television actor. And one of the greatest screenwriters since Hitchcock, and one of the greatest directors probably ever. So, and he's like an encyclopedia of film knowledge. He could probably train Martin Scorsese on how to brush up his film class. And Spike Lee, maybe. But, regardless of this, okay, he's not the only writer, and don't imitate. Try not to imitate. I like to do a lot of visual shit. I like the rhythm of what the screenplay is, and then I know why I wrote this segment and then wrote it again another way. It was a mistake, but I used my mistakes. On this one, the walk-in safe segment was a mistake, but I used it because I thought that Final Draft erased it, but they didn't. I don't think they erased shit. I don't know for sure, though. I'm still studying Final Draft, investigating Final Draft. Regardless, I did wrote that scene. I just didn't know the order when I wrote it. I'm not always that good with the order, but I don't think there is any order, really. But regardless, you got to look. There's every type of way to say the same thing, and everyone has their little methods, but they want to hear your voice, and then you don't, as long as they want to hear you not worrying. They don't want to hear you worry. So you can see it, and I've given my scripts to actors that are like, it's wordy, and that's a bad note. But you know what? So is Awakenings, which is a great script. Try to read it. So is a wordy script is going to be something like The Children of Paradise, right? By Carnet. He directed it. The script writer was different, but regardless, it's a good script. And so you can have it be wordy and say, well, you know, maybe the next guy is looking for a wordy script for a certain reason. A lot of them, the actors, they want it very simple. They want it very television, you know, and that's okay. But you want to write it for the actors, but write it most importantly for you. Because here is the last note. David Lynch wrote Eraserhead, 20-something pages long. It takes like 2 hours to watch it. Another really good screenwriter, though, is Billy Bob Thornton. Read Sling Blade. And another good script, too, is Kevin Smith. Because he puts it like he wants it. It looks weird on the paper. It doesn't look like other screenplays on paper. He uses a lot of periods, colons. It's weird-ass shit. But it was written for Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith wrote that for Kevin Smith. So they can tell. And then, you know, the actors will join in and go, okay, so you used a freaking colon. That's pretty cool. Why'd you do that? Let's not talk about grammar right now. They're not going to be reading the fucking script till later on. Let's focus on your fucking character, man. Rib out. All right, here we go with today's kitty. We do it Kevin Smith style. There's one fucking kitty. 9 fucking lives. Each fucking life has a fucking meaning. Swirl the fucking cat food. Pick a fucking cat food. Today's fucking kitty will be having fucking fancy fucking feast with salmon fucking feast and fucking in fucking gravy, fucking gur, fucking E, fucking L, and fucking ED. As in fucking grilled. Move out of the way, schnookles. Grab this one, open it up. Almost good to go, hang tight. Don't eat out of the bowl, you fucking snoodle. Grab this fucking right here, slop it down there. Don't eat out of the bowl, you fucking pig. Now, fucking eat it, you fucking marine kitty. I'll fucking kill them. Kill them all, motherfucker. Me? Fuck you. I'll be having that. Whatever the fuck ends up in that pot. Good night. Today I used to eat freaking rice. That's starting to be a mime. I got throw some actor chops on it. Some guac. I don't even know why I did that. And I got just a bread bag only. See what we can do with this. This is what you do when you're... Oh, there is bread in there. When you're out of bread. When you're out of bread. And more bread. There is a little bit of bread in there, though. You can always give them my PayPal. Why? demographics have shown there are many actors out there today that have a cat and are food challenged. Not because they don't have the money to buy food, because they're freaking stupid. So give them my PayPal, because I'm stupid. No. You can get my PayPal. I'm not that stupid. You don't have to. People have done it. Come on. Come on. Little PayPal. Come on, just a cup of coffee. If 7 of y'all do it, that's not bad. And if 10 of y'all do it, shit, that's like $100 if it's $10. And if one of you do 5,000, I'd be really grateful. So we got the rice, got the guac, and we got the speens. Baby, speens. Good to go. What to eat, what to eat. What to eat, what to eat. Kitty, you ever had Vietnamese food? No, I haven't seen Fluffy. No, Fluffy haven't been around at all. I haven't found Tabitha in 3 days. Egg rolls? You like egg rolls, Kitty? Do you like to be inside an egg roll? I'm just joking. We're gonna have beans instead, because we love Kitty. There we go. Schmisty. Got it. 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 We're loaded. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right, it amounts. Ow! That's freaking hot. All right. Don't need to use that word. It's hard not to. That's freaking hot. I like that movie. Good to go. Whoa! Schmissed it again. Got it. Onions. Onions. Bon appetit. So, this one basically is stating, what is the motto of the New York Times? News is good. All the stories that should be told. All the news that's fit to print. Or all news is good news. All of it.